Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Thoughtful Leaders, an initiative under Thoughts on Education by collegedunia.com. Thoughts on Education initiative is to enrich the user experience at collegedunia.com and try to bridge the long due gap between the vision of the top management and the students and parents likewise. Today, we have with us Dr. Mari Raj, who is the administrator at VM Salgaocar Institute of International Hospitality Education. Welcome to the show, ma'am. I would like to begin by enlightening our audience with a brief introduction of yours. So, Dr. Mari Raj is currently holding the administrator's position at VMS IIHE. She is the former principal of the Don Bosco College, Panjim, from 2004 to 2014. During her tenure, she was nominated as Chairman Board of Studies for Mass Communication, Journalism and Media Studies. She's also been the member of BSW of Goa University. She was also the ad hoc member of the Goa Archdiocesan Board of Education. With a rich teaching experience of more than 3 decades, has aided her research and is reflected in her publications and academic journals. Welcome to the show, ma'am.
Thank you, Mehak.
So, shall we begin? Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful introduction.
Thank you, ma'am. So, shall we begin?
No. Yes.
Okay, so coming to the first question, ma'am. You have held quite key positions at education institutes throughout your professional career. What are the key factors that keep you connected to the education sector?
Well, the first and the only thing I think that keeps me connected is the youth, because their vibrancy, the qualities that they possess, you will not find with anybody else, because they can be naughty, but at the same time extremely creative, very innovative if given the opportunity. And I think this is a wonderful experience. Everybody should undergo meeting with students, taking care of them, etc. So, and they are a lot of people whom you can mold beautifully. And there's nothing to a teacher's life more than the success of our students. And if
Definitely.
you can do that for one student, I think, who comes and tells you, because I remember you for this or for that and things like that, I think that's the best gold medal one can ever win in life. You don't need anything more than that. So
Definitely.
that has kept me connected to the teaching and education line all
Yes.
these years.
So now coming to the next question, the hospitality sector in India and other foreign countries are structured very differently. So in your experience, what can an inbound student gain from studying here in your institute?
Well, we try to keep all the factors that we find in most of the educational institutions abroad. Probably if you visit our institute one day, you can come and have a look and you'll find out it is literally A1 where its infrastructure, where its maintenance is concerned. And that is one aspect of it. You'll find it perhaps be able to give many other institutes abroad a run for their money, where the design of the building is concerned and the way everything is structured. In addition to that, we also ensure that we keep all the good qualities with us, like punctuality, ensuring a good attitude from the students. And I think those are the kind of things which we need to have. But one thing I would like to stress is that we shouldn't in all this forget our heritage and what wonderful things we have got from our own country, within our own country. That also needs an equal balance, according to me.
Definitely, ma'am. So, ma'am, how does the curriculum of VMS IIH ensure the best practice of the hospitality industry?
Well, Mehak, as you know, our curriculum of VMSIG was based initially, right at the early stages. We had a tie-up with the DIT, an institute in Ireland, and there was a lot of back and forth with them, how to design these things, what were the areas we need to look into. And also we had to keep in mind things which fitted within the Goa University, things which fitted with the apart from the global connotations, the ones with India also. So keeping that, we had to maintain a good balance between the two kind of things, two kind of areas that we couldn't allow, say, a student only to look in things which were international. We had to have a balance of things
Yes.
Indian. So I'm not sure whether you have seen our this thing logo, which says Atithi Devo Bhava. That is the basic qualities. Usually, what people think is that it's a new Western concept. It's not. It's in most of the Asian countries, Middle East and the Asian countries, where we actually know about the real idea of hospitality. I really feel that these are the places which offer the best kind of hospitality. So what better place to learn from within ourselves? Once we have that kind of quality, then we can widen our view to include the global horizon. So I think that our curriculum has managed to keep touch
It's
of
basically a
both.
mix of Indian values as well, and
Yes. We have the Indian cuisine, which is taught to them, Indian sweets, which are taught to them. So we don't lose sight of what we are or where we are from. And any festival that is celebrated all over India are also part and parcel of what we are teaching our students, or they organize events, theme nights, and things like that, which included all those areas. And then sometimes they go international, depending on the season of the year. Supposing it's Christmas or Easter, then those kind of celebrations.
okay, that's great to know.
Sorry?
That's really good to know.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So now coming to the next question, being the administrator of BMS IIHU, what do you think your roles and responsibilities are to the institute and the students?
Here, actually, as an administrator, I take care of the areas under administration like HR, compliance, maintenance, all that comes under me. And we have a separate section for these regarding the students. But there is, of course, overlapping of both these things, because the students are also part and parcel of the maintenance that they need to see. They meet the engineer, they try to find out what the safety measures are, and where accounts are concerned, though it comes under our area, they have to pay their fees. So obviously they're always in touch with us. So it's not like we are two separate identities altogether. There's a lot of overlapping, and we get to know them and they get to know us. It's not as if we are separated by any heavy curtain or anything like that.
Okay. So ma'am, next question is about the future of the institute, like the vision. So what do you think should be the institute's top priority over the next 10 years?
Basically, I think we need to think in terms of expanding, at least where our institution is concerned. We've started out in a very simple manner with one course, but now gradually we are spreading our wings. We've started an MSc degree also.
So expanding in terms of courses, you mean?
Yes. And we've also got approval from the Goa University to start a culinary program. So that is taking off. So we're just moving out in as far as the academics is concerned. And I think in the next few years, you will get to see more and more of us. And also, we are now beginning to brand ourselves. It's, of course, Salgaocar in themselves are a very well-known company, but many probably are not aware of the educational aspect which they have now entered into and ventured into. So that is another area we need to expand into that. So expansion as far as that thing is concerned.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, what do you see as BMS IIHE's greatest strengths?
I'm sorry, latest trends regarding?
Of your institute, ma'am.
For the next, our vision for the next few years, or you're talking about the current?
I'm asking about the greatest strengths of your institute. according to you?
Okay. The latest, perhaps if you look into it now, we're very proud to say that we have just got ourselves an MOU with the Caesar Ritz Hotel, which would be a very useful thing for most of our students who wish to pursue their master's program. That is one thing. And in due course of time, probably in another 2 years, we hope to expand even further. Right now, we have the MOU with Turismo de Portugal, which is going on full swing. Most of our students go on internship over there, and when they go to visit Switzerland, they go on study tours. They meet up with all these people. So I think we're doing fairly well in that direction, and we need to hone those qualities. And I think when we need to expand our vision, which we are working on. So it's sort of in a kind of a goalpost which we are looking to achieve.
That's really great to know, ma'am, because you have international ties as well. So students must be getting a lot of exposure.
Yes, definitely.
So now taking the current scenario, like taking the pandemic into consideration, what are some of the biggest challenges that you see, both for the hospitality sector in general and for your institute specifically?
As you know, perhaps the worst hit of all of the things has been the tourism sector, mainly in all countries concerned, not just in India. And that is mainly and not so much the manufacturing sector, if you look at it, because the hospitality section deals with people. And if people are not there, it becomes very difficult. Now, with these COVID protocols, with maintaining physical distance, so many people have lost their jobs, hotels closed, and it's been a very, very sad time in many of the places over here. Now, that has been a terrible challenge to even the hospitality schools. It has trickled down to the hospitality schools also. We have found ourselves this year having a little lower rate of admission as compared to otherwise. So this probably is the second year that we have noticed this trend. And apart from that, one more thing we notice, it's very difficult for parents perhaps to think of sending their children from other states. Otherwise, we were getting a good number of students from other states. Yeah. This pandemic sort of has kept things on a hold. So
yes,
that's what we have noticed. And we'll have to just wait and watch and hope things get better and predictions of the third wave don't happen at all.
Yeah, let's hope for the best, ma'am. So moving on to the next question, any suggestions you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students who are willing to opt for a career in hospitality?
Yes, what I would like to say is, please carry on going with stars in your eyes. You need to look forward, you need to look with hope. But while you have stars in your eyes, you also need to keep your feet firmly on the ground. Okay, maintaining an equilibrium is something which every student needs to do. So don't get discouraged, because as somebody said, if plan A doesn't work out, you have still 25 letters of the alphabet, of the English alphabet that is there. So you can go to B, C, D. So, but important thing is stars in your eyes, vision is extremely important.
That's great to know. So, Mom, what does that
also have realized? I said you as a student also at some point of time would have realized that.
Yes, ma'am, definitely. We have realized that, and obstacles keep coming and we just need to keep going.
Yes. True.
So, ma'am, what are some plans that you are currently or will be designing for your institute in terms of international affairs or for the students?
All right. Now, we have a lot of other tie-ups with, there's this institution called CREE, which deals with hospitality, education also. And so we have a tie-up with them. So probably we were looking to encourage students to take up research and also write papers and probably present these papers at that particular conference, whichever they have. We had a student called Ujjwal who did a poster over there, and it was very well received by the conference at the conference. So we are now intending to train and gear them up to taking part in all these activities.
That's a great achievement, ma'am. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, ma'am, with the competition so high, how do you guide your students to survive in such a competitive scenario?
See, when they are in college, we train them to take part in competitions. That's the college always remains as a basic platform for everybody to make use of. And that's very important that we encourage them, because it's here that you can practice and you can hone your skills. I mean, it's a small little platform. You have your own classmates whom you can relate to. All this is merely just a training for what you're going to face in the future. And when we send them out to work somewhere or the other, or to intern somewhere or the other, I think all these are little platforms given to the students so that when they step out in life and say other programs like entrepreneurship, subjects like entrepreneurship are all little platforms given to everybody so that they can gear up when they go out into the future. So I think that is something which students definitely need to take part in. Sometimes there are many of them who are a little shy and hesitate to take part, but I would just like to tell them that this is a very important platform. You may not do well the first time, second time, even the fourth or fifth time, but
yes,
at some point of time, you will stand to benefit from these little experiences that you undergo.
I think it's great that you're pushing students to, take part in these activities more and more, because not everybody gets these opportunities. Because when I was a student, I was also very hesitant. And during school, I did not get much opportunities. I used to look for these, but only few bunch of students, who get the opportunity to go forward. That used to take place. That's really good.
That's what I've always told the lecturer. Don't go in for the ones who are always there stealing the limelight.
Yeah.
Take the others, because we don't know what hidden talents that they may have. And that's very important, because everybody needs to be boosted up once in a while so that their confidence levels also remain high.
Definitely, ma'am. So, ma'am, have you introduced any new programs at your college? And if yes, if you could just brief us.
As I told you, last year we just introduced this MSc program. That's for last year. And the other one which we were going to start, the BSc, the approvals have come just now. And unfortunately, we will not be able to probably start it this year. We may have to look at starting it the next year. And we also plan in the future to start a few certificate courses. Probably not everybody want to go through the rigors of the entire 3-year program. They probably would like to take a certificate course in some area, like food production or F&B services. So maybe we can cater to that lot of them, letting them specialize only in that, maybe for a period of 3 months or 6 months or even a year also. That is also in the pipeline.
That's great, ma'am. So, ma'am, here we are at the last question of the interview. So, do you have any extracurricular activities or programs to enhance the skills of the students or expose them to the real world challenges? Like, apart from the studies, of course, and the art of studies there, but are they indulged in any kind of extracurricular activities as well?
Yes, of course they do. As I told you earlier, there are festivals, then we have things called theme night. We also help the students to develop their qualities of silver service, invite people from outside. So all these programs help them out with their core subjects, the 4 core areas of hospitality. So they're given an opportunity to display their talents over there and come up with their own ideas. It's not that we push them into it and make them fit into some boxes. They are given the freedom and liberty to organize whatever they like. Of course, final approval also will be taken from either the director or from the lecturer concerned, who's just guiding them along. So all these competitions definitely are actually hospitality related and or management related, and they definitely help the students.
Now we have come towards the end of the interview. It was a really nice interaction that I had with you. You've enlightened me about the hospitality sector and also about VM Salgaocar Institute of International Hospitality Education. I'm sure the viewers also must have got some of the doubts must have been cleared, and they've got knowledge about the hospitality sector and much more. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time and consideration.
Thank you very much for inviting me. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.